Are you recently divorced and wondering if your ex-spouse can still benefit from your Social Security? Or maybe you're wondering if you can benefit from theirs. Either way, this topic causes a lot of confusion and sometimes frustration. Today, we're breaking down exactly how ex-spouse Social Security benefits work, who qualifies, how much you can receive, and what happens if either of you remarries. Hi, I'm Rob, certified financial planner with RB Wealth, here to help you make the most ROI out of life and your money. There's a lot of confusion about how this really works. For something as common as divorce, you'd think Social Security would make these rules simple, but they don't. A lot of people assume that if you're divorced, your benefits are completely separate. Others worry that an ex can somehow take away part of their check. Neither is true. So let's break down the exact rules for claiming an ex-spouse's Social Security benefits. First and foremost, if you meet all of the requirements to be eligible to claim on an ex-spouse's benefits, what could you receive? The most you can get is up to 50% of your ex-spouse's full retirement age benefit. Today, for many people, that's age 67, but check with the Social Security Administration to confirm. And to be clear, that is 50% of their full retirement age amount, regardless of what they might be currently receiving. Meaning, the Social Security Administration says at age 67, your ex-spouse is or was, if they are older, eligible for X dollars. Say they've been receiving for 2 years and got a cost of living adjustment. That adjustment does not apply to you. You can only get 50% of what their benefit was at full retirement age, not whatever it is today. So, if their full amount was $3,000, then the max that you could receive is $1,500. We'll go over this in more detail after we cover all of the rules for eligibility. Now, let's go through the 10 key rules to qualify so you know exactly where you stand. Number 1, 50% of their benefit must be more than 100% of your own benefit. Meaning, if your benefit is, say, $1,000 a month and 50% of their benefit is $900, you do not qualify. You can either get half of theirs or all of yours, not both. You must have been married for at least 10 years. You must be divorced for at least 2 years. You must be currently unmarried. Your spouse could be married, but for you to claim on theirs, you must be unmarried. You must be age 62 or older to start benefits, except in very rare instances. Your ex-spouse must be eligible for Social Security, even if they haven't started collecting yet. The maximum that you can get is 50% if you wait until your full retirement age. Claiming before your full retirement age reduces your benefit permanently, sometimes by as much as 30%. There are no delayed credits for waiting past your full retirement age to take an ex-spouse's benefit. So many times, if you qualify once you reach 67, it makes sense to go ahead and start. If you remarry, you will generally lose eligibility unless then that second marriage then ends. Now, let's talk briefly about timing, because that's where people get confused. Your ex's claiming age doesn't affect how much you get. Your benefit is always based on what they were entitled to at their full retirement age. What matters is when you claim, not when they claim. If you start before your full retirement age, your check is going to be reduced. Wait until full retirement age, you'll receive the full 50% of what you qualify for. Unlike your own benefit, an ex-spouse's benefit, again, doesn't grow past full retirement age. So once you reach age 67, if you're claiming on their benefits, it likely doesn't make sense to wait any longer. Like if you were claiming on your own, it can continue to grow until age 70. On an ex-spouse's, that's not the case. So if you're claiming on an ex-spouse's, typically makes sense to just go ahead and start at your full retirement age, which for many people is age 67. I know this has been a mouthful to go over already, and there's 10 different rules. And so let's take a second to look at 2 quick examples to show you how this all works. Example 1. Sarah is 62. Her ex-husband Mike's full retirement benefit is $2,400 a month. If Sarah waits until her FRA, she could get $1,200 a month or half of Mike's benefits. But since she's starting at 62, her benefit is permanently reduced to about $840 per month, which is about 70% of the full spousal benefit. Now, in example 2, Sarah is 67. She's been divorced for more than 2 years. Her ex-husband's full benefit is $3,000 a month. She's going to qualify for the full $1,500, 50% of her ex-spouse's benefit. If she had claimed earlier, then that $1,500 would have been reduced. But this is the difference between claiming early or waiting till full retirement age, which could mean an extra few $100s per month every month for the rest of your life. Thanks for joining us. If this is already helping you make sense of your Social Security benefits, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So today, your Social Security is based on whichever benefit is higher, either your own or up to 50% of whatever your ex's full retirement benefit was. Remember, you can't get both. That's still meaningful. For many retirees, it can provide a more stable base of income, especially those who spent years out of the workforce or just earning a lot less over time. All right, let's recap the big stuff. You have to have been married at least 10 years, divorced for at least 2 years, age 62 or older, and currently unmarried. Your ex has to be eligible for benefits. Then you may qualify for up to 50% of your ex-spouse's benefit. It doesn't reduce their benefit, and they don't even need to know that you filed. And so even if your ex-spouse is filing on your benefits, it doesn't impact you at all. Even if you're remarried, it still doesn't impact you at all. Only remarrying impacts the person who is looking to claim ex-spouse benefits. And finally, one of the biggest tricks with this strategy, if it does apply to you, is you have to know to ask. No one is going to notify you about this, especially not the Social Security Administration. Thanks for joining us today. If you're unsure how to maximize your Social Security or coordinate it with your other retirement income, don't go at it alone. There's a link in the description below where you can book a free consultation to see how we might be able to help. Thank you again so much for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.